Hey guys, it's Simone Nelson here, and I got back from Costa Rica a couple weeks ago. I earned the trip to Costa Rica as part of our fall-winter 2016 incentive trip. Um, and it's crazy because I've been with Posh for 5 years and I've never earned an incentive trip, and I just didn't ever think that I could. So it was a real surprise to me when I finished number 22 within the incentive period, which is really crazy. So for this incentive period, the top 60 consultants earned a trip to Costa Rica, all expenses paid. The top 20 got to bring a guest, so that was really cool. I finished just shy of the top 20, which sucked, but it was still fun anyway. And honestly, I made so many friends there, it was totally fine. So I wanted to show you guys what I got on the trip and kind of tell you guys about a few of the things that we did on the trip. So if you guys are ever looking at the incentive trips, or if you guys are looking at going to Costa Rica, I highly, highly recommend it. I'd never been there before. I had to renew my passport to get there just because the last time I had used my passport was for my honeymoon years and years and years ago. So it's not that bad of a flight. And there was a 1 hour time difference from where I am at, so it was actually a pretty decent um, travel time. But before we traveled, Posh sent us all goodies to get us prepped for the trip, and that was really fun. So I got this cool. You see, it's embossed with the Pura Vida logo, and then the fall incentive 2016. So this is a little kind of clutch with lots of pockets. This came with my itinerary as well, and a cool little postcard that kind of just says, our trip to sunny Costa Rica is almost here. This was really fun because just before I left, we got this along with it. So this little bag here, which was super fun. I actually used this to put a GoPro in, so that actually housed all of the accessories very well. And then a packet of these chocolates. But yeah, so it was super fun because just before I left, it was snowing pretty badly where I'm at. So I went from like single digit weather to about 80s, and it was actually perfect. But the first day that we were there, we had a welcome dinner. And then the next day, I booked an excursion to Nicaragua, which was super fun. We got to see a volcano, water crater. We went to the market in Nicaragua where I got to load up on a bunch of awesome goodies. And let's see. Oh, we went to Granada. Um, I don't know. It was a 13-hour excursion, and it was super awesome because, excuse me. So it was really fun because I'd never obviously been to that area before, and so going to Costa Rica and then the next day going to another country was incredible. And I've never seen a volcano before, and it was really cool to look down and see the lava, which was incredible. I did not expect to be that wowed by it, and that was quite the trip. I did lose my phone at the end of the day though, so that was kind of a bummer, but so I did lose a lot of my pictures. Well, yeah, I didn't get that many pictures from the trip, but I was able to get pictures from a lot of my friends, so that was a great kind of consolation prize, if you will. And then the next day we went on a group activity to go ziplining, and we went to the Spider Monkey Canopy Tours ziplining, and it was super fun. If you guys have never gone ziplining before, I love it. I have gone ziplining before, and well, only once before, but going there was super fun. Even if you're a little bit scared to do it, I highly recommend it. There were some people that opted to do the nature walk, but I loved the zip lining. It was super fun. That was definitely another bonding experience with the group of friends that I ended up hanging out with for the rest of the time there. We also did a service project with the You Deserve It Foundation, which is a perfectly posh organization that aims to do things for women and children. And we were able to help out at some local daycares and preschools. We were actually able to help too. We helped with sod, we helped paint, and we all brought a bunch of school supplies to donate to the schools as well. So that was really fun. Half my suitcase was full of school supplies, so it was really great to see the little kids and to see just kind of how the school environment there. And they had some really cool, like the play area. One of the schools was so colorful. It was absolutely gorgeous. So that was a really great experience, and one of the things that I absolutely loved about the trip was being able to do that. Okay, and then I know a lot of people who went on the trip kind of just lounged by the pool and read and kind of hung out the whole time, but I went on another excursion. So I had a very packed time while I was in Costa Rica. But yeah, so our first night's room drop was so room drops are kind of one of those things that is a very big, perfectly posh tradition. And we basically, you come back to your room in the evening and you have a present waiting for you on the bed. And it's super fun because you never know what it's going to be. And we try very hard not to spoil it for others, for anyone that hasn't, had not gone back to the room yet. So our first room drop was amazing. And basically, I was just like, if it ends here, that'll be great. I am fine with it. So we came back to our rooms with this bag, this drawstring backpack with the zippered front here, on our beds, and I was like, how cute is this? Perfect, right, for the beach, and for the pool. And inside we found an exclusive product. So Posh always does exclusives for incentive trips, and so this is something that's only available to the consultants that earned the trip. And then this one is the Pura Vida Loca Exfoliating Foot Lotion. So this is a really fun product. I was super excited to get this in my bundle. Yeah, it smells super good. So there's that. And then we got a selfie stick, which a lot of people used on the trip, and it proved to be quite useful. It's Perfectly Posh branded. I would have totally used this if I had my phone on me, but I'm super excited to use this for any other Posh events that I have. I don't have a selfie stick like this. I have a little bit bigger of a selfie stick, but I was really excited to grab that. I thought that was super useful. And then probably one of my favorites from all of the room drops is this awesome fringe towel. So a beach towel with some fringe, which I have been wanting, so I was really excited to get this. Let's see. Alright, so it says Pura Vida, Costa Rica, Fall Incentive, 2016. So the Posh logo. It's giant, as you guys can tell. So I don't think I'm going to actually use this as a beach towel. I may actually just use it as a blanket or a throw in my office. I just love it. I just think it's super fun, and a great reminder of the trip. And then, all right, so that was our first room drop. So like I said, that was a very great room drop. Oh, and I forgot to say that when we registered, or basically when we came to the welcome dinner, we picked up our badges with the lanyards, and then of course a pin, because we have tons of pins at Posh. So there's that. All right, so that was first room drop. Okay, and then like I said, I did another excursion, and this one was super fun. It was the Buena Vista Mega Combo. If you guys are ever in Costa Rica, I highly recommend it, because this you get like all the best of Costa Rica kind of thing in one day. So it's one place, and there you can go ziplining, water slide, horseback riding. They have food, and they have a volcanic hot springs and like mud spa experience, which was absolutely hilarious and so memorable. If you guys are familiar with the stripper mud mask, it's basically the stripper mud mask, but with volcanic mud and air outside. And so you go into the sauna for a couple minutes, to open your pores, and then you slather on this very sulfur, strong scented volcanic mud that they bring there, and kind of let it dry, and then you get like hosed off. So the water's cold, but you get all hosed off, and then you're able to sit in the hot springs, and there's a variety of different temperatures and pools, but it was so much fun, and it was incredibly relaxing. The hot springs was actually the thing that I was looking forward to the least, for some reason, but I loved it. And then the horseback riding was super fun. The zip lining, I actually thought the zip lining here rivaled the other one that we did, just because this one was like at the canopy. You actually could look out and see the view, versus the other one where you were very much in the trees. So it was a little bit different. And then, yeah, and that was my first time horseback riding too. So I was like the only one that had never done it before. So that was super fun. But yeah, so anyway, so I came back from that and we had our farewell dinner. And they had a very cool fire dancing performance, and it was just a nice event, a nice kind of ending event. Where you got to talk to Anne and Andrew, and you got to hang out with all your new friends, take pictures, and really just enjoy the last night together. And it was kind of bittersweet because after we were there so this was like the 5th day, and after that, was this the 4th day or 5th day? But after that, you're kind of like, I personally was like, I was ready to go home. I was tired. I was ready to go home, but I was gonna miss my friends and miss the time there, and kind of wish that I had a little bit more time to relax. But it was super fun. All right, and then the second room drop that we had, so we had 3 room drops in the 5 nights that we were there. And then the second room drop that we had, and I think I have everything here. We got a Pura Vida Costa Rica hat, little mesh cap back here, and then the fall incentive. Super fun. And then we also got these, which I didn't know existed, but these are perfect to hold your phone, any other things that you want to keep out of the elements. So if you wanted to keep it dry, I know a lot of people had these on the group. They had ones like these on the zip lining, and that was super smart because many of us did not carry our phones on the zip line because we didn't have pockets. So we didn't get very many pictures, but this would have been good for that. And then we also got a sarong, and it's kind of an ombre print with the Perfectly Posh logo on there, of course. Pink and poshy. And then, of course, all of the room drops come with postcards that kind of explain what the gifts, what they hope you do with the gifts. And I always love that because I love the thought behind why we got a selfie stick or why we got the sarong. And so I really enjoy the postcards, and I always keep those anytime Posh does this stuff. So, like, they do it for leadership events, room drops. So yeah. And then the very last room drop that we had, so it was kind of bittersweet. Coming home from the farewell dinner, we found a burlap sack with, excuse me, with the last of our room drops. And in this one, we had this, which is the Pura Vida Loca Scrub. And this one is it's a pumice, coconut oil, and verbena extract. That's the scent of these ones. And so super duper fun. And I don't know, it's super tropical and cute, the packaging. And then we also got Perfectly Posh branded elastic hair ties. And then this 3-in-1 power bank, which it's a 3-in-1 because it's a speaker, a mobile stand, and a power bank. Which I think as a stand, I would never thought of using it as a stand, but it's super cute. Look how cute it is. It's hot pink. You pull it out, and there's the Posh logo on here, and it's a very good size. I am incredibly excited to use this. I'm a sucker for any audio, anything. I'm kind of like a wannabe audiophile, so the fact that this is a speaker as well makes me very, very excited to use it. So that is, I think, oh wait, no, one more. And where did I put it? We had one more thing that Posh gave us on the very last night. So with Anne and Andrew, with their kind of, their closing thoughts on the whole thing, we were presented with this. This is Two to Tango. This is one of the new hand creams that has yet to be released in the spring-summer catalog. And Anne gave this to us specifically so that anytime we use it, we'll be reminded of the trip. And so it's super sweet, and everyone got one, so it was really fun. And this is a citrus, sweet fruits, and spicy vanilla, which I love. I'm a citrus fan, so super fun, very nostalgic. Anytime I'm going to use this, I'm going to remember that trip because it was incredibly it really was as amazing as you might think it would be. Everyone talks about the incentive trips and says that they're amazing and Posh knows how to pamper. And I've been to leadership events, but I've never been to on an incentive trip before. And I felt so pampered, and it was awesome because we were at an all-inclusive resort, so you did not have to worry about expenses at all. The only thing if you wanted to pay for, was extra excursions or spending money, or like check bags, because obviously we needed to check some bags to go home with all of our extra goodies. Um, but yeah, like you really didn't have to pay for anything. If you just wanted to hang out at the hotel, you could have, and you would have, it would have been completely all expenses paid. So it was super fun. I think that's all I got. I feel like I may have gotten more. But yeah, so that was our incentive trip. That was kind of my Costa Rica getaway, and I loved it. Like I said, if you get a chance, you really should try out the mega combo, the Buena Vista mega combo. I really loved it. The water slide was actually something that I wasn't sure I was gonna like either, and it was awesome. I did it twice, and apparently it's ranked like the known very high on the Travel Channel list of water slides. So there's that for you. But yeah, so if you guys are interested in learning more about Perfectly Posh, any incentive trip stuff, if you have questions on anything, let me know. All my information is in the box below. If you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to see more. And I will be doing more posts about Costa Rica and kind of just what I packed, what I used, what I didn't use for those who are planning a trip to Costa Rica, just because I was looking for information and I wanted to share with you guys what I thought was good. But yeah, so keep a lookout for those. I will talk to you guys later. Thanks, guys.